G.F. Patel, born in Mumbai, is a renowned Indian poet, playwright, medical practitioner, and painter. He began writing poetry when he was in school. His notable volumes of poetry include Collected Poems, How Do You Withstand Body, and Mirrored Mirroring. His poems contain recurrent themes of the human body, concern for the environment, and class struggles. Apart from writing poetry, he has produced 3 plays titled Princess, Savaska, and Mr. Behram. His work in the theatre earned him the prestigious Woodrow Wilson Fellowship in 1989. He is associated with the Green Movement, a movement which aims to protect the environment. On Killing a Tree appears in his collection of poems titled Poems. It is one of the celebrated poems in Indian literature. Patel describes the act of cutting down a tree in graphic detail. In doing so, he is trying to evoke empathy in the reader's mind. Let's see what happens in On Killing a Tree by G.F. Patel. It takes a lot of effort to kill a tree. A tree is a strong, majestic creature. The tree has grown strong by feeding from the earth's soil. It has also absorbed years of sunlight, air, and water. A mere stab of a knife will not kill a tree. The tree also has sprouted leaves from its leprous hide. Hide refers to the skin of an animal. So, this phrase refers to the bark or skin of a tree which is discolored and resembles the marks on a leprosy patient. So, one is free to cut a tree, but such an act will not kill a tree. The tree will heal from this hurt. It will grow new branches and grow back to its former size if left unchecked. For the tree to die, one must pull out its root. The earth sustains and protects the root. The root is the source and essence of the tree's strength. The root needs to be roped, tied, and then pulled out from its earth cave. Only then will the source of the tree be exposed. Once removed from the earth, the root must be left out in the open where the sun can burn it. Without moisture, the root will brown and harden. Then it would twist and finally wither away. And then the killing of a tree will be complete. By describing the process of killing a tree, the poet is trying to shock and disgust the reader. In doing so, he is indirectly asking them to save trees. Now, let us look at the literary elements of the poem. A metaphor is a poetic device which compares 2 unlikely objects or qualities. In the poem, leprous hide and anchoring earth are examples of this device. Leprous means suffering from leprosy. Hide refers to the skin of the animal. So, this phrase refers to the bark or skin of a tree which is discolored and resembles the marks on a leprosy patient. So, the phrase compares 2 unlikely objects in order to make a point. Here, the poet compares the earth to an anchor. This comparison refers to the earth's nature of holding everything in place. In the poem, bleeding bark and white and wet are examples of alliteration. They are used to provide emphasis on the strength of the tree. Irony. It is a literary technique where the language used in the poem is the opposite of the meaning intended. The poet uses irony throughout the poem. His words on the surface describe the process of killing a tree, whereas in reality, the author wants the reader to save trees.
Thank you.